Hey team, Poach here. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get a read on where your opponent may hit their shot in doubles, particularly off the return of serve. Now, this isn't foolproof, of course, but I think you'll find it amazing how often these percentages play out and how, as the server's partner, you can seemingly read the mind of the returner and get yourself a volley at the net. So let's get into it. So what's the big secret? Well, as the server's partner, try to keep a tab on if the returner plays what we call either an outside or inside ground stroke. And as a right-hander on the deuce side, my forehand is my outside shot. It's to the outside of the court, and my backhand is my inside shot. It's on the inside. And where outside shots will tend to go cross court, inside shots may go more through the middle of the court or even down the line, as this is the natural shot shape. Now, I don't want to confuse you with what I said in a previous video about following the ball. You still absolutely want to do this, particularly in the rally. Just have in mind if the player in front of you is playing their outside or inside ground stroke, and where this may mean the ball could go, and look to make a move in that direction. But only move when your opponent starts their forward swing, as they're then committed to the ball going in that direction. So does this still apply when the server and returner get into a baseline rally? Yes, but for me, the reason it applies more off the return of serve is the return, like off a big first serve, is going to be played more on instinct, and so with the natural shot shape. Because the serve is coming in quicker, the returner doesn't have as much time to get around the ball, or maybe to step in and redirect an outside shot down the line, for example. But they may have more opportunities for this during the rally. It's why the return of serve is one of the best times to try and get a volley, especially a first serve return, where the returner will likely be on defense and the ball will float, and you might not get as good a chance again to intercept within the point. Now, I did this lesson for a group of students the other week, and one of the comments was, well, what if the returner is left-handed? But it makes no difference. It's not to do with left-handed or right-handed or even forehand or backhand, but if they play their inside ground stroke or outside ground stroke, the laws are the same. You can see with what I've laid out, there is an advantage in doubles to serving down the tee, in terms of maximizing the chances of your partner at the net getting a volley off their first return. Just with the angles that the returner can create off a tee serve, that doesn't mean you shouldn't also throw in the out wide serve as well, though, as you certainly don't want to be too predictable. And the drill I do with groups of students is simply, if the net player makes a volley in the court off the initial return of serve, their team wins the point automatically. You still don't want to be throwing yourself all the way over the court here, as you don't want to hit the ball in the net or out, but it really highlights to the volleyer the need to be involved, and for the returner to try and avoid the volleyer. You can then progress this to, if it's a winner, well then this team is awarded extra points, say double or even triple points. And for all you singles players out there, you can use these same principles as well. meaning if you serve out wide, you recover to this side of the marker, anticipating a cross-court return, as this is the natural angle for the ball to come back. But if you serve the tee, you can shade to cover more of the line if they're playing their inside shot as the return. So it's wide serve, my recovery after the serve, tee serve, I can shift my position slightly more towards this side. Like I said, tennis is a dynamic sport, and will you occasionally get beaten going the wrong way following this pattern? Yes, of course, but I guarantee you'll be right more than you're wrong, and that's what it's all about. So I hope this video makes sense. If it has helped, then please leave it a like, but let me know in the comments down below what you think, and subscribe to the channel so I'll see you on court in the next one. Cheers guys.